Warning: the following video contains material that may be triggering and traumatizing to some audiences.
Hello to all my gossipians out there. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. And if not, I hope to make it just a little bit better. Now, today, you are going to have to hold on to your seats, buckle up, because we're going to start digging in deep. Guess what? About love languages. Yes, that is our theme for today, love languages. Before we get into that, we are going to read out of our 50 iconic women. In honor of being the hostess with the mostest of gossip, we're going to talk about another hostess of the mostest, the one and the only Ellen DeGeneres, okay? Ellen DeGeneres, girl, we talking about you today. If you want to bring me on the show, just let me know, because I'm cool. Ellen was the first and only female comic who Johnny Carson called to the couch when he was the host of The Tonight Show. It was 1986, and Ellen knew she was being anointed by the god of comedy, and that it was an honor he rarely bestowed. That appearance helped launch what will become one of the most successful comedy and entertainment careers in Hollywood. So as you know, one connection with another person can really create a bigger difference in your life or someone else's life. So make sure you understand that networking and connections can take you very far. Anyway, we are talking about love languages. So as you all know, if you don't know, there are about 5 love languages, okay? Everybody has their own way of wanting to be loved. Love languages mean how you want to be loved. You as a person. You get what I'm saying? How you want somebody else to love you. So there are 5 love languages. So you have quality time, physical touch, words of affirmation, you have gift giving, and then active kindness. Okay? Woo! We got those out of the way. All right. So, words of affirmation is more so wanting to be told, and this is just in the way that I would explain it for myself. So, words of affirmation would be me wanting to be told, you're beautiful, and I love you, and I like you being around me, and I really enjoy your time with me. That would be words of affirmation, just reminding me with words how much you actually care about me and how much you actually love me. And then you have physical touch. Physical touch doesn't have to be touchy 24/7. Physical touch will more so be like, imagine you laying in the bed with your partner, and normally you guys cuddle, but tonight they just kind of want to lay the opposite way, so their back is turned towards against you, but they reach back to touch you. You get what I'm saying? Like, although their back is like turned towards you, they still reach back to touch you. That will be a form of like physical touch, just to show that I'm still here physically and I still love you. Like, my back is towards you, but it ain't really towards you. This is just how I want to be comfortable, but I'm gonna throw my hand back there because I want to touch you, because I want you to know that I love you, okay? And then after physical touch, let's get into talking about gift giving. So some people, it's not gift giving, like I'm not about to pop up with a Rolex or something. Not me. But gift giving would be like, in the eyes of how I would look at things if I had a significant other, gift giving would be one day they just decided to give me roses or flowers in general. You know what I'm saying? That would be gift giving. Just for any reason they decided to give me a card with some flowers and tell me how they're appreciative of me. That would be a small gift. You get what I'm saying? Just something. I like chocolate covered strawberries, just in case the secret admirer out there want to give you a little chocolate covered strawberry. You know what I'm saying? No, but that's like a form of gift giving. And then you have quality time. Quality time is like I don't care what we do, when we doing it, as long as we doing it together. So it's more like you don't have to do actual activities all the time, although you can, but it could be something like, let's take a car ride together. You get what I'm saying? Let's just take a car ride together and just talk. Late night talks in the car, or let's go bowling tonight, or skating, maybe go out to dinner, just quality time, or even just the small things. Instead of you going out today, let's just sit in a room and chill, watch movies, and just lay back. That quality time, that's needed for some people, and that's totally fine. And then you have acts of kindness. So acts of kindness would be small things that once again, I'm explaining it for myself. I like for my area to be clean. I like for my room to be clean. Or say, so I like for my room to be clean. So therefore, if my room looks a little messy one day, as far as like, oh, there's a couple of clothes laying around, and my partner just also happened to, put it up for me, that would be like an act of kindness. Like, oh, he didn't have to, I didn't ask him to, but he put it up for me. That's so exciting. Like, I didn't even know that he would do such thing. Like, but he noticed that I like for my room to be clean. Or say if I let my significant other borrow my car or whatever the case may be, and they come back and they put gas in it. Like, random act of kindness. That is so sweet. Like, thank you so much. Or they just happen to pick me. I don't like coffee, but say if they pick me up my favorite type of coffee, just off the strength of just wanting to pick me up my favorite type of coffee. Random acts of kindness. So that's how that would go. Now let's break it down. So everybody has, their own different love languages and stuff like that. Some of them there can be combinations of them. So you can have one or two or three or maybe four or even all of them, and that is no problem. But that's the way you want somebody to love you. That's not the way that you love someone else. Because the someone else that you're trying to love, their love language can be totally opposite from yours. So I could be specifically and only words of affirmation. I just need you to tell me how much you love me, how much you care. That's what I need. You know what I'm saying? In order for me to see how much you love me in my eyes, I need you to tell me how much you love me. That's words of affirmation. You get what I'm saying? Someone who needs words of affirmation. But I may be talking to someone who's more so a physical touch type of person. So I can't tell them how much I love them and expect for them to actually understand how much I love them. Maybe I need to touch them in certain ways, in certain places, for them to actually understand that I love them, because that's their love language. That's how they desire to want to be loved. You get what I'm saying? That's how they desire to be loved. So you can't necessarily love people the way that you want to be loved. You get what I'm saying? And although it may be difficult, that's what comes with loving someone else. You want to reciprocate that same energy that they're giving to you, but maybe in a different aspect. And that's just how the transformations of love language goes. I think it's really good for people to understand their love languages, especially when they get into the dating scene. You want to have those conversations with people. How do you like to be loved? I want to know so I can love you correctly. How can I love you? Instead of beating around the bush and kind of just going there and figuring out how people want to be loved. But that's a good way of doing it too. Honestly, just deep diving in and figuring it out on the way down. Honestly, that's a good way. That's a good way to spice it up if you ask me. That's how I've been doing it. So I wouldn't be surprised if anybody else is doing it that way. But maybe I should start figuring out what people's love languages are so that I'm not giving them my love language 24/7, because I think that's a healthy way in maintaining our relationships. Anyway, if we have any more concerns about love languages, questions, comments, whatever the case may be, please comment below and let me know, because we can continue this conversation on. If y'all want to really take it there, let's take it there here on Gossip. Everybody have a wonderful night. I hope I made someone's day. See y'all next week.